You can get off that speeding train.
Eckhart celebrated his 76th birthday just last week. I think we can agree he's looking great for his age. But what's the secret? I've never seen him running, or doing cardio of any kind, have you? Or lifting weights. Quite the opposite really. He's probably one of the stillest men on the planet. He's never mentioned taking supplements, and I doubt he's ever had cosmetic enhancement. Although, here and there, I have heard rumours about hair dye, but I'm not convinced. I can't really imagine it. No, that can't be true. But he's clearly doing something. Now don't get me wrong, some age is starting to show, but this is Eckhart when he was in his 50s. So whatever he's on, I want some. Reverse aging legends like Brian Johnson, who I respect, take a mad amount of supplements and exercise to reverse their age. But Eckhart just isn't. He's found another way, a more sustainable and probably less expensive way to slow his aging right down to a crawl. Here's how. He states that to slow down the rate at which we age, we need to cultivate an awareness of what he calls the inner body. Okay, what's that? Underneath your outer form, you are connected with something so vast, so immeasurable and sacred that it cannot be conceived or spoken of. Yet, I am speaking of it now. Now to help us further, we also have this soundbite.
So it's stillness, you become still and you feel this power that lives in you.
The inner body can be found through shifting your awareness into the sensations of life within your body. Now Eckhart has an exercise that involves hands, essentially getting the mind's awareness into the living energy of the hand. But I like to use the big toes because this is deeply grounding. So if you would just bring your energy for a moment into those two big toes of yours, your challenge is to keep some of your awareness in those surprisingly lively toes as we shift into the next process. Awareness of the inner body has other benefits in the physical realm. One of them is a significant slowing down of the aging of the physical body. Whereas the outer body normally appears to grow old and wither fairly quickly, the inner body does not change with time, except that you may feel it more deeply and become it more fully. If you're 20 years old now, the energy field of your inner body will feel just the same when you are 80. It'll be just as vibrantly alive. How are those toes feeling? Bring your awareness up to the level of the belly button as we forge into the next phase of this process, which is to free ourselves of the prison of psychological time. According to Eckhart, it's the burden of psychological time which weakens both the mind and body and promotes the symptoms of physical age. Psychological time is when the past or imagined future dominates your awareness to the extent that you become unaware and completely unconscious to the present moment. The good news, at this moment, you're largely free of the burden of psychological time because a part of your awareness is resting deeply within your inner body, which connects you to the deep power of the present moment. To break free of the matrix of the past and future, Eckhart suggests you separate your life from your life story. If you swap out your life story for your actual life, you're getting a great deal. Here's why.
So everybody carries a life situation, and there's a certain heaviness to a life situation. And if you're totally trapped in your life situation, that is really the temporal dimension, because you as the person, you as the personality, you that has a life situation, you that is the story of me and my story, that exists in time. And the wonderful thing is that there is a way out. There is a dimension of consciousness where you are not trapped on that level. So one could almost say that you can get off that speeding train.
Thoughts require energy. If you take all that energy that you're investing in that repetitive cycle of endless thoughts and bring it back down into the body, you're making a great power savings. Put that living energy back into the grid and see how this influences your body. When you become identified more with the timeless inner body than with the outer body, When presence becomes your normal mode of consciousness and past and future no longer dominate your attention, you do not accumulate time anymore in your psyche and in the cells of the body. The accumulation of time as the psychological burden of past and future greatly impairs the cell's capacity for self-renewal. So if you inhabit the inner body, the outer body will grow old at a much slower rate, and even when it does, your timeless essence will shine through the outer form, and you will not give the appearance of an old person. And somebody asks, is there any scientific evidence for this? To which Eckhart responds, try it out and you will be the evidence. So become the evidence to yourself and to those around you. Keep your awareness inside your body and stay free of the burden of psychological time. And hey, if you want, throw in some regular cardio, healthy eating, good sleep, and sensible supplementation. Why not? You might even do better than Eckhart himself. See you when you're 76. And by the way, if you're already doing all these things, take your anti-aging process to the next level. Eckhart's practice is designed to get you free of stress, anger, and suffering, all of which can damage the body, and to instill inner peace, which brings untold profound benefits. Too many to mention here, but trust me, this isn't just about aging. If enough of us take on these practices, we can transform our world. Thank you for watching, and see you in the now.